And now it is time for an Acroduster public service announcement regarding CGI. I'm going to start this video by warning everybody this is family unfriendly in all probability because this is an issue I'm starting to become passionate about. I have decided that YouTube has been a positive and wonderful thing in my life, and so has most online media distribution methods. I think they're going to improve the world, and they're, for the most part, something that should remain here, and they're great. However, there are some really, really bad trends, and I want to address one that I have not seen addressed yet. What I'm going to address is tutorials, and specifically, now this applies to all tutorials, so everybody, if you're into making tutorials or watching tutorials, leave a comment on this video and tell people if you agree with what I'm saying, because I don't think I'm the only one. This is specific to CGI tutorials using Blender. Don't present yourself in any way, shape, or form as an expert when you're not, especially when it shows in your own work. I am sick to fucking death of tutorials in Blender that give only partial details about a process. Now you gotta understand, I've been working CGI from the days when we had to do it from a command prompt without a graphics user interface on an Amiga 500. It blows my mind. We have accessible tools now, and now people think they've got something figured out, and they'll show half the process, and they'll leave out major important things. I hit the ceiling last night when I was looking for some Vertex painting information, and all I found was people putting up tutorials of, oh look, you can paint on the surfaces of your models. Whoop-de-day, anybody with a fucking dick can figure out to browse to Vertex paint mode, select a color, and go up there. It's not hard to figure out, so we don't need a tutorial on it, and B, if your tutorial doesn't explain how to make it visible in the render window, then showing someone how to Vertex paint is completely pointless. This is nuts, people. Also, we're all fucking tired of seeing every first model you ever do, every first animation. You know, things like, I don't know, say this. Or when you discover fluid simulation, this. The real aggravation comes when you're experienced enough in Blender or CGI in general, whether you're working in Lightwave, 3D Studio Max, Maya, and you're trying to work on a project, and for some reason you've forgotten some stupid little detail, and you know there's a little button you need to click that's going to make something happen, and it's going to fix the process. So you run to YouTube or Google, and you type Blender tutorial and the topic that you know you're dealing with, and you come up with 10 tutorials, and you watch all of them, and guess what? None of them actually cover the real issues, because most of these people are self-taught, and they don't know good practices, good modeling habits. They know nothing about model or Vertex etiquettes. I have conversations about this all the time with close friends of mine that are in CGI. And the result is we keep propagating misinformation and information that hurts people that are trying to learn. I know people that have been confused in either model etiquette or in, you know, how to accomplish a task, including myself, simply because the tutorials that are put up everywhere are put up by people that don't really know anything about CGI, don't know anything about trying to keep your, you know, your polygon face count down to a minimum, and why model etiquette's important, or why it just, come on people, if you're just learning, you may be excited about the feature, but I'm going to recommend a series of tactics to help prevent this in the future, and I really hope people listen, because it's starting to get fucking stupid. There was a hope that we'd all eventually not, you know, it would be great if we all helped each other. The problem is the people that want to help the most are the people that don't have anything to offer. First recommendation: if you want to make a tutorial on something in Blender or any other software, do a Google search, a YouTube search, and anywhere else you think of, and make goddamn sure that the tutorial hasn't been done. And if it's been done, and it's been done better than you're going to do it, then don't fucking post your tutorial. You're just confusing and clouding the issue with your own pride and stupidity and arrogance. And that is really the problem here. You see, the thing here is that We all like the idea of online tutorials so that we don't have to go pay a university to learn something that should be information readily available to any artist that's interested. And that evolution has taken place, but now it's leading to a bad, bad, bad place because people that are inexperienced. See, and let's talk about something that used to work in the college system. It stopped working, as far as I'm concerned, in the last decade. It used to be that if you went to a university and you paid tuition, you would be taught by someone that was at least a master's, usually a doctorate if they have tenure. And those individuals know what the hell they're talking about when they're teaching classes in their field. And they have certifiable and traceable backgrounds in those fields so that, well, look, if you're going there, the only possibility of this person not being able to help you is a personality and compatibility between you and them. Well, the world's changed. Nowadays, anybody can place a tutorial anywhere, and I think it should be that way. But now comes self-responsibility and awareness. You see, if you've been playing with Blender for a year, you shouldn't be making toots on it. If you've been playing with any program for just months or a year, you're not an expert. You don't know what the fuck you're doing in all probability. You're an amateur, you're a hobbyist, you're having fun. Great, wonderful. Go watch tutorials by professionals and people that know what they're doing so that your skills get better. But if you start posting skills and you're doing things incorrectly and not explaining why you're doing incorrectly, you know, I did a tutorial not too long ago about mixing CGI and film or video elements. And I made sure to declare, look, I'm doing it this way using a blue background that we're going to composite out with a color difference key or chroma keying. But I'm only showing this method because a lot of people don't have alpha channeling capabilities or don't even know what it is. That kind of puts out a disclaimer for anybody that's experienced that, hey, this is rudimentary stuff. I'm not going to bother watching it. I'll go to the next tutorial. Come on, at least do that in your tutorials so that people, there needs to be some way for people to know this is a first year tutorial. This is a, because I'm tired of it. You know, I should not be stuck watching 200 tutorials to get the information I need. So to all you little pecker dicks that think you're the gods of fucking Blender after using it for a year. And that goes for Maya, Lightwave, every program out there. Vegas, Final Cut, Avid, Media Composer, FreeDV. It doesn't matter. If you've been using it for like this much time, don't act like you've got a doctorate in it. You motherfuckers wasted my time.